The last thing I want to do for the framework in this course module is to intercept any of the AngularJS exceptions. So let's go to our app folder and I'll add a JavaScript file. I'll call it app config. Again, there are a lot of different naming conventions out there, and I like to go with the obvious. So let's create this, and I'll paste in some standard error handling code. So we're taking our app module and calling config on it. Our config handler will be passed $provide, and we're going to decorate the $exception handler. And essentially what this will do is it will call the default handler and then alert us. If you don't want to be alerted, you can comment this out. Usually what I like to do is just set a breakpoint. And that breakpoint will only fire with Internet Explorer, but that's fine when I'm working with more complex Angular constructs. What we created so far was pretty simple. If we look at the directive PS framework, we can see that there's really not a lot going on. We're going to transclude some markup later, so we're setting that to false for now. When we start working with the menu, you'll see how we'll transclude the menu. And the scope has simple strings, and the controller isn't even being used. This will be used later in the course. But as things start getting more complex, it's really good to have this config set up so that we'll be notified immediately as soon as Angular throws an exception.